Hello and welcome to another Friday video. It is Friday, November 25th, 2016, which means the day after Thanksgiving. We celebrate Thanksgiving here in the US. And if you've been like most people in the US, you've had too much turkey and too much pie, and I'm in totally that bracket as well. But apart from being thankful for the obvious things of my wife, my family, my friends, I was trying to think of another thing that I'm thankful for, and I am thankful for you. I'm thankful for my customers, and here's why. About 20 years ago, give or take a few years, I decided, and it was a very difficult decision to make, to get off the road. I used to work on concert tours, and it was great. I traveled all over the world. So the world travel was awesome. It was an incredible learning curve. I would just soak up every part of the concert tour and just look at every different department and befriend people in those departments and learn, everything there is about lighting or video or the laser guy or the pyrotechnics guy or the rocket ship guy on the Michael Jackson tour. So I'd soak up all that stuff, and that was a great way to live a life without kids. But as soon as we had kids, I made the difficult decision of getting off the road and really turning my back on a pretty lucrative career in terms of money. With a young family, it was a difficult decision to make, but I remember thinking, they're going to be 20, 30, 40, hopefully I can make it to when they're 50 years of age. And if I hadn't been home with them at that particular time, as they're growing up, that would be, we'd have a different kind of relationship, and I wanted to have a close relationship with my kids. And so therefore the problem was, what can I do where I can stay home and still make a living for my family? And I kind of surveyed my skill set, and while I did some consulting in the LA area and things like that, it wasn't enough to pay the bills. So I started building up this business that's now called ProAudioDVDs.com, and I can't do this without you, and I really appreciate that, and I sincerely am grateful for you. I don't speak to a lot of customers. A lot of this is done through email and whatever, but I spoke to a guy this week, Michael Murin. If you're watching this, g'day mate. He's from Melbourne, but he's from Melbourne, Florida. So anyway, there was some trouble with his order this week. So he contacted me and I gave him a phone call, and it's not often that I speak to customers, but he was just a gracious guy, and he was sharing how I've been able to help him over the years. And anyway, I appreciate you, Michael, and I appreciate all of my customers. In fact, here's a new thing that's happening this week. I just finished the masterclass in producing killer vocals, so I'll use the rest of this video to show you the promo that I shot for that product. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. How important are vocals to your recordings? Think about this factoid. Basically, everybody knows how home and project studios have gone, from being super complicated and very expensive to kind of just like this, just a computer, a preamp, some monitors, and a microphone. We're basically recording using the same computers, DAWs, plugins, loops, and patches. And most of these sounds are becoming, really kind of plug and play and so foolproof. But the one thing that remains, the most difficult to master, happens to be, guess what? The most important thing in your mix, and that is your vocals. How you record them, how you arrange them, how you EQ them, how you compress them, how you affect them, and how you build them all together to build massive, lush harmonies. There's really no magic one-click plugin that gets you the kind of vocals that you dream of. Just the tried and true best practices of recording killer vocals that have been practiced in basically every major studio over generations. My name is David Wells, and I've had the good fortune of working with some of the best vocalists in the world, not the least of which was Whitney Houston. Now, apart from working on her world tours, I worked with her for, over 10 years, I'd say. I've personally remixed a number of her hits, working with arguably one of the best voices in pop history. Now, that's one part of my life, but I also work in my own small home studio using these same best practices with a very, very basic voice, and that is my own. If I can show you how to arrange your vocals using this very average voice to go from this, along the way, along the way, along the way. Imagine going from that to this.
Along the way, but at the end of the day, you've got that you fell into my arms just at the right time, and I feel tonight you got mine, you got mine.
Imagine how the quality of your vocals could be skyrocketed to a whole new level. So follow along as we go through the very anatomy of your vocal cords and how to take care of them, also how to warm them up, and then to arrange them into harmonies from chord shapes, intervals, and inversions within your own song. I'll take you step by step, showing you how to lay down killer vocals and edit using a ton of advanced techniques that build one upon the other to give you the kind of vocals that you dream of. All by using just a simple $100 microphone and a $200 or $300 preamp. And it doesn't matter what you work on. These principles work in all major DAWs or even standalone recorders. So before you think about investing in the next new hot, $1,000 microphone, thinking that will fix everything, think about how a very small investment in this training will give you just a lifetime of professional vocal results. Oh, and by the way, as a bonus, I have an exclusive interview with Andrew Sheps right here. He's up on my monitor right now. Award-winning mixing engineer whose work with Adele earned him a Grammy. He reveals all of the tips and tricks working with the biggest vocalists in the world. That will be yours free within the course. So go ahead and take a look at all the subjects covered and click on the Buy Now button, and I'll see you in the Masterclass in Killer Vocals training. Ciao for now.